Welcome back to our Making Money with Fiverr training course. In this particular video, I'm going to be giving you kind of a quick tip. Well, not really a quick tip. I'm going to be giving you a pivotal tip that you must follow if you want to be successful on Fiverr. Now, I'm talking about adding a face and a name to a gig. So the power of a picture or the power of a video. So your gigs need a face. Okay? You just a write-up is not sufficient. Okay? Whatever you describe in your gig may be amazing, but you must upload a video to describe your gig in person. So it's best for you, especially I have an example here of the opera guy, FT Services at Fiverr. He has a nice video on what he will provide for you for $5. So he sings Happy Birthday, okay, and he sings it as an opera guy. Oh! I'm not a singer, so I'm not going to try to sing for you today. But you can go check out his Fiverr listing to see a great example of putting a face to a gig, or better yet, putting a video to a gig. He gives you a sample of the birthday format and all of that stuff. He talks about the value and the takeaways for his particular service. So videos allow your customers to put a face to your name. It also helps with branding and personalizing. I mean, there are 1 million people on Fiverr. How are you going to stand out amongst 1 million people? Well, guess what? Unless you have an identical twin, no one's going to look like you. No, you're going to be very unique in the way that you look, the way you present yourself on Fiverr.com. So that is one way that can separate you from the competition, is just by putting a video and putting a video to your gigs. So even if you're not yourself, even if you yourself are not in the particular video, think of this as a company profile, as we previously discussed it, and in a professional manner, walk your customers through a short description of your gig. Tell them what they'll be getting, tell them how they submit their information, tell them about your delivery times, show them the image of your blogs or your backlinks or whatever service you'll be providing. Show them that you know what you're talking about. Okay, keep the video short and use very easy language. So don't use slang, don't use vernacular that people aren't familiar with, don't use big PhD words, because PhD words intimidate people, and you don't want to intimidate people. It's bad for making money. You want people to feel comfortable by giving you their money. So try to make them feel comfortable. But definitely put a video on your gig. If you don't want to show your face, that's fine. Do a screencast video as I'm doing now, and you can go. So increasing traffic to your gigs is an essential part. So the most traffic to your gig, the more money you have. Okay, so adding a video automatically increases the traffic. I mean, Fiverr has produced some reports that gigs with images make more money than gigs without images, and gigs with videos make more money than gigs with images. So therefore, gigs with videos make more money than anything. All right. So the second tip I want to share with you is that you must increase the traffic to your gig. So people do what they call gig swapping. Okay, gig swapping is a technique to get positive feedback on your gigs. So you use the service of a gig from someone else and give a positive feedback, and in turn they use your gig and provide you positive feedback in return. Now, you guys should be submitting. Now, this is a violation of the terms of service on Fiverr if you're not actually submitting the service. So I would create a gig, okay, based on a service I can do rather quickly, easily. I would deliver that gig. So even if they're writing a positive feedback from me, I'll make sure that I'm still delivering a quality product. So just in case Fiverr decides to investigate all your new 100 reviews, okay, they'll realize that, hey, you know what, he is delivering product. So as an attachment, as delivery, you want to make sure that you're doing that. So you can even hire professional feedback and reviewers for your gig and post them on various blogs, forums, and blogging sites, bookmarking sites. So this will cost you money. But you can hire people to review your gig for you. Now, you're not necessarily buying reviews because that is against most terms of service, but you can hire someone to just review your gig and write an honest opinion on that particular gig. That does not violate terms of service because you're not compensating people for a positive gig. You're compensating people to take the time out to review and to write your gig. You're giving them the gig essentially for free. Okay, so that way, that's how you avoid paying for reviews. You actually give them a product for free or for discount, and you pay them for the actual write-up. Okay, or you pay for the gig for them. I mean, it's a lot of different ways to go about this. But the basic crux of it all is that you want to try to increase the traffic to your gig. And one way of doing that is having a video. Another way of doing that is having good reviews, where you kind of you work your way up the ladder on the Fiverr.com site. So based upon the popularity, the more you promote, the more Fiverr will promote you. The more Fiverr promotes you, the more you will become popular. The popular you are, the more Fiverr will promote you. So it's kind of chicken and egg, a bit of a catch-22. So to get things started, you do have to leverage certain techniques, and these are a few of them for you. So another key tip, okay, never take more gigs than you can handle. I repeat, never take more gigs than you can handle. I repeat, never take more gigs than you can handle. The more traffic to your gig, the more money you have. Okay, so one thing that you really want to be careful about is that you don't want to take on more work than you can really handle. So if you cannot deliver 12 gigs a day, then they're going to take you 30 minutes, so that's 6 hours a day. You can't do 6 hours worth of work and be paid for the $60 that you are compensated for that. Then slow down. Don't take so many orders or don't have so many gigs, because it will affect your quality, and quality will affect your reviews, and reviews will affect the amount of money that you make on Fiverr. So you want to make sure you have happy customers, especially in the beginning. Okay, because if you have 1,000 positive feedback, a lot of people are going to think twice about leaving your 1-star feedback, because people don't like being the odd man out. People don't like being the oddball. People prefer going with the crowd. So if the crowd says you're a 5-star, 1,000 people have agreed you're a 5-star Fiverr, then more than likely people in the near future are also going to think you're a 5-star Fiverr as well. So they're going to think twice. But in the beginning, if you don't have any feedback, or if you have 3 feedback, people could care less about what other people think with that small amount of people. But typically you have a lot of feedback. Most people aren't going to break that. So you must add a video. You must get traffic to your gig. Look at gig swapping. Make sure you're not violating any changing, because these terms of service change all the time. So don't call me crying that your Fiverr account got shut down because you're swapping gigs. You must stay on top of changes in rules and platforms, because at the time of this video, it's not a violation. But as soon as I hit publish and upload this online, the guys in Israel that own Fiverr, they may say, hey, you can no longer do reviews of your Fiverr gigs off of Fiverr.com. Okay, and that may be a violation. But at the time of this video, it's not a violation. Okay. Another thing, never take more work than you can handle. So that concludes my advice and my quick tips, or my success tips for really making it work here on Fiverr.com. In our next and concluding video, I'll offer some additional tips and another gig niche that you can really leverage for making some amazing cash with the Fiverr platform. Again, thanks for joining me on this Making Money with Fiverr course. I'll see you in the next video.